Well, here I am. Where's your comments? There's 6 of you watching. Come on. What are you saying? What are you saying? It's the happy, positivity hour. Yes. It's me, not a doctor, Robert. How are you all? Cheers. I've got my water here. I'm all ready. Did you like that dreadful tune? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh, it's a quiet show tonight. I'm just going to wait for some people. Oh, here we go. My sister's in. Chris is in. Rob's on the box. I'm on the chair, actually, Chris. Another terrible joke. Although you've got some terrible jokes, I noticed, Chris. Yeah. Mind you, though, it is cookie time, isn't it? So I think last time I started early. So some people might be watching the Cookie and Lowlands Pete show or whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. Anyway, yeah. Let's just make sure that's off. Hang on. Turn that off. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, hello, Marion. Hello, Chris. Hello, Miss Blue Sky. Good to see you all again. And Chris is going to input some jokes. Yeah, absolutely, Chris. Don't worry. At the end of the show, I've got some more dreadful jokes. I think they're quite happy jokes. They're happy hour jokes. Have you all had a good week? Yeah, all having a good week. Good. Oh, we're up to 9 people now. Not that it matters. You know, it can be just nice and cozy. Us here. I'm just going to share the information that I've discovered in the last day or so, and tell you about my positive news, etc. Oh, we're back up. We're up to 10 now. Come on, where's the regular gang? Apart from Chris, of course, he's here. You know. Ah, Dinny. Good evening. How are you? We didn't see you last night, Dinny. Were you watching the football, or just you missed the legendary Jason? I'm going to say something about him in a minute. My sister says your jokes are the best, Rob. Now, don't lie, Marion. Don't lie. Come on. That's a lie. You know it. So, yeah. You missed a good show last night, didn't he? Well, Jimmy did the first. No, I know you wasn't on. Dinny did the first hour, and then I jumped on for the second hour. Hey, Tony. And yeah, we had and then we had a bit of an after show as well. I was there till 1 a.m. Yeah, that's why I've got these bags under my eyes. But yeah, it was a good old chat. Tony, what time did you all knock off? Because like you were there, I left you there. And did you do the legendary? Thank fuck he's gone when I left. Yeah. Yeah, it was good. That was a good show, wasn't it? It was a good after chat as well. It was very, very well tempered. People not interrupting people, etc. What's that all about, eh? Yeah. How you been doing, Denny? Yeah, you keeping well? People kept asking about you and saying, where is the old fucker? So, yeah. You'd need amphetamines. Thank you. That was a hard one, Chris, for me to say. Yeah, amphetamines. Yeah, till 1 a.m. Well, you know, I don't work, Chris, so I'm pretty lucky. You know, I say I don't work. I do little jobs, you know, for my own, for different things. So yeah, it was a good show. So what have I got for you today? First of all, let me go to my Word document. Let me go to my Word document here. Let me skim to the top of it, because we don't want to start in reverse order. So let's do the legal stuff first. I'm not a doctor. Let's just remind everyone of that. And this is for entertainment and information only. Thank you very much. Thank you. And last time, show 1 of the happy hour, we had an excellent discussion about eggs, like what I did there. And today we're going to talk we're going to talk, and I want to talk about what's your favorite soup to consume or make. Any recipe to share? Want to share a recipe? So yeah, what's my favorite? Let me tell you what's mine. You ask, okay? So my favorite at the moment is carrot, some potato, and coriander. I love carrot, potato, and coriander. Very, very simple to make. If you look it up on YouTube, I can quickly tell you. I get an onion. I chop up an onion. I slowly cook the onion, so it's I forget what the expression is. You're not burning it. You just slowly keep sweating it off. That's it. Yeah, and with that as well, I put in about 2 teaspoons, maybe 3, of coriander powder, ground coriander powder. I chop up the carrots to about that size, okay, and also the potatoes, and I put them in raw as well, and I just cook them slowly for about 10 minutes till they start going a little bit soft in the oil. You want a good amount of oil. Don't be afraid. I mean, obviously, the healthiest oil you can get, and then after about 10 minutes, I get myself a vegetable stock, and I fill up a measuring jug with a vegetable stock, and then that goes in, and then actually before that, if you've got fresh coriander, add some fresh coriander as well. Use the stalks because the stalks are good. So just use the stalks and then put aside some of the leaves for later if you just want to put it on top, or a bit of both if you want. And so that all gets cooked together: the onions, the stalk, the coriander, the powder, and then you put the stock in after about 10 minutes, and then keep cooking it until the vegetables start going a little bit soft, and then once it's all starting to go soft, then get yourself one of those mixers, those hand mixers, but I use my blender. I use my blender that I've got, which, and I just put it in a jug. I don't know if I can show you. Where is it? Bear with. La, 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 la. Talk amongst yourselves. So, I've got one of these blenders, and it's got one of those in it, those blades at the bottom. So I put the soup in here, and then I stir it all up, and I make it as thick as I want to make it, or as thin as I want to make it. Add as much salt and pepper as you want. I like to add some chili flakes into it, and if you actually what I did last time as well, because I grew some chilies, I put my own homemade chilies. I chopped them up, seeds as well. Apparently it's the skin that actually is the hot bit, and I cooked those with the onions, so that made it nice as well. But you can just add chili flakes if you want to give it a bit of spice, or don't. It's entirely up to you. So that's my favorite soup, and that's my recipe to share with you. What's yours? So we're going to do that, and let's have a look in the chat. Hang on, let's have a look. What's going on? What's going on here now? Let's have a look. Let's go to the bottom. Spanish chicken. Don't forget the turmeric. Yeah, thanks, Spanish. I do put turmeric in it as well. You're absolutely right. Sorry, I just didn't write down the recipe, to be honest with you. But yeah, a bit of turmeric as well. Anti-inflammatory. It's really good. Do you make one, Spanish? Do you make one yourself? Are we on the power bank tonight, Chris? No, we're not actually. Although it is fully charged. It's fully charged. I was working it out the other day that it costs, because it takes about, Chris, it takes about an hour and 20 minutes to fully charge it. That's obviously with my power here. And apparently it's about the same as having your oven on for the same amount of time, about 200 degrees. So I've worked it out. Maybe even a bit less. And I've got some good news about my car that my partner doesn't know. So I'm going to tell you that in a second. What else are we saying? Mama saying cooking classes. Didn't expect that. Now, what's your favourite soup, Marion? Yeah. Dinny. Yeah, come on, Dinny. You must make some soup as well. So what do you make? Yeah. Garlic soup. There you go. I've caught up with you. And Spanish says any soup anyone else makes. LOL. Yeah, that's true. Actually, if someone else makes. No, I don't know. I love making soup though, and it takes it literally takes less than half an hour to make soup. So, but if you're busy, I can understand that. And thank God, I'm sober tonight. Woohoo! What time did you end up finishing tonight? Last night, Spanish. Yeah. Let's have a look. What are you saying? Hey, Paula. Greetings and good vibes to you too, Paula. Yeah. So what time did you end up finishing Spanish last night? And Tony's probably doing a bit of mediating between my show and Cookie's show, I'd imagine. But that's okay. I'm just waiting to see if there's any more comments coming in. So I'm trying to go to the bottom and keep up with the comments because people said to me, "Oh, you're a bit behind with the comments." So I'm trying, adapting, learning. Yeah. So anyway, whilst the comments are going to come in and share your good stories with me or positive news from this week, please share some positive news if you've got it. That's what this show is about, sharing some positive news. I'm not going to give you any negative news. Yeah, there's a little bit of health because I am a health guy, and so let me go back to my Word document, what I've told you. So yeah, I know what I was going to say to you. As we're coming up to the bewitching month, it's Halloween or Hallows Eve. If you do get a pumpkin, leading on now, don't waste your pumpkin. Make pumpkin soup with it. Make it exactly the same way as I just said to you, but look it up. Honestly, it's so simple. I think I showed you some. I made I grew even pumpkins this year, and I'd like to share with you. Look, what are these? These are pumpkin seeds, and I put them in the air fryer with some olive oil and salt, and they're sitting here. And I've just oh yeah, they are a 10. They're really yummy. Pumpkin soup, exactly. Spanish pumpkin soup. Don't ever eat on YouTube. It's rude. Don't do it. It's not good. So yeah, don't throw your pumpkins away. Okay, utilize them. Also, don't forget, there's still lots of free food around at the moment. You can go foraging. I think the blackberries are still out there if you want. So I should have eaten my dinner before. Someone did say that to me. So what's my and there's mushrooms as well for foraging. Chestnuts. I didn't realize chestnuts are covered in that fur and they look like a conker. And then there's the chestnuts here. So you can get your chestnuts and you can keep them and roast them on an open fire whilst Jack Frost is nipping at your nose. So what's my good news this week? I've got my free Dyson battery. Yes! Free Dyson battery. Saved me 60 quid. I just rang them up and I said, I only had it 18 months. And they sent me out another one. So that's good. I now realise, Chris, that my power bank was a wise choice. That's the other good news. As they announced possible power cuts for 3 to 4 hours. So, what are your tips for maybe trying to keep warm? Got any positive tips to try and keep warm without maybe burning the house down or whatever. I also, from watching the Richard D. Hall video, because I know a few people watch Richard D. Hall, I got some of this stuff. Powdered instant full cream milk powder. Nice big tin, about, I think it was on offer for £9 or something like that. So that's going in the store cupboard, because I do like a bit of milk. It's whey protein, isn't it? So it's very good for you. So yeah, that's going in the store cupboard. Yeah, I forget who was in the chat last night. Oh God, maybe Spanish will tell me. But someone asked me, do I prep out of fear, or do I do it, for some other reason? I don't really know the answer there. I don't think it's fear. I just out of being a bit clever or thinking ahead. Do squirrels collect nuts and what have you out of fear? I don't know really. Oh yes, and my other good news is I sent my lovely sister, who's in the chat, say hello to Mama. I sent my sister some of my healing salve, and I've just had the message to say it's arrived in Spain, it's passed customs, and it will be delivered to her tomorrow. So I'm really, really pleased about that, because I know that my sister won't mind saying she's got a few aches and pains, and so is her husband. So it's going to really help them, because they can't get anything like that out there. Yeah, I'm really, really happy about that. And lastly, I just want to say that if you didn't know, that Jason joined us right at the end of the show and in the after chat last night. And the good news is that his health is really improving. In fact, he posted a message in Recounters News Today Telegram channel. And let me read it to you, because this is Recounters News. So let's read it. Let's read it. Where is it? Jason said, thanks to all in the after show. Speaking to friends has helped me no end. So that was great. So we wish Jason a speedy recovery still. Keep going, Jason. We're all wishing you better and hoping you get as stay healthy and get well soon. Let me come back to you. There you go. Right, let me have a quick look in the chat. What's going on? Go to the bottom first. I'm going to go to the bottom. Oh, so Denny is asking my sister what part of Spain. Chris is saying good evening. Tony says, I'm on for powdered milk. I have a dehydrated cow out the back. Excellent. Well done, sir. Well done. Chris has said, I've already gotten 3 tins of powdered milk from Asda. It's a bit cheaper than the Nido stuff. Oh, okay. I mean, I only went for the Nido stuff because what Richard D. Hall, and I looked it up. It's quite old, so I think it's probably quite an original recipe and everything, Chris. So yeah, whatever, isn't it? Anything else? Yeah, hot water bottle and clothes. Yep, that's for if you get a power cut. My God, I am old enough to remember the 1970s power cut. I'm sure a few people here are, but people like Dinny will be all right because he's got a nice fire. Spanish, have you got a fire in your house? An open fire where you can roast chestnuts? Heaps of acorns about. Yep, absolutely. And yes, I would stick one of them seeds up chicken's ass. Yes, but you would, Dinny, wouldn't you? Because you're a bit of a perv like that. I think it's living in the forest too long and playing with those woolly mammoths and those bears. So there you go. So what we got for you today? I've got some tips for boosting mental health in winter. I did look for stories, actually, for positive news stories. I found a couple, but I'm not going to lie to you, it was quite difficult. It really was quite difficult. So, yeah, I'm just going to bring you some tips for boosting your mental health in winter. And then after that, I'm also going to just talk to you. I think I did say it in the chat. Let me move that over there. Come on. Where are you? Where's my mousey gone? Ah, where are you? There. Right, I got you. Okay. And then after that, I'm then going to... Oh, where's that gone? There with. Yeah. Okay, let me open that file. Open. Where is it? There it is. Open that one. Then I'm going to do 6 constructive ways to discharge anger. Not that there's any anger on this show. There's never any anger on the Recounters news show. There's never any anger on the happy hour. But it's just a positive thing as well. It's a positive, constructive ways to discharge your anger. I was quite surprised once I looked into this. So, yeah, it's all good stuff. So, but first of all, I just want to say, so some tips for boosting your mental health in the winter. Lean into nature. It's been shown that for people with bad mental health, a daily walk in nature improves their symptoms. Key for motivating yourself is to find the essence of nature and its beauty in every season. Wrap yourself up in your favorite blanket. Go outside into the garden with the first coffee or tea of the day and listen to the wood pigeons cooing and the birds begin their morning song as the sun gently wakes us all up. I'm almost snoring away now. So yeah, there's one tip. Break a sweat. Exercise is key. The dark evenings make it difficult to get outside, but something as simple as a 10-minute workout in your living room or a dance around to your favorite songs in the kitchen can do the trick. Find a memory of a time that you felt relaxed and really visualize it. Think of what you could see, hear, taste, smell, and feel at the time, and spend a few minutes closing your eyes, thinking of this place. Challenge those negative thoughts. When you think negatively about ourselves, or when we think negatively about ourselves and others, ask yourself if you have any evidence for this, and if you're helping yourself, and if you're helping yourself by focusing on this, and instead focus on an activity that you enjoy. The winter can be difficult for focusing on what makes us feel good, even when we don't want to, but it can have such a positive effect. Practice gratitude. Keeping a gratitude journal really helps. Notice lovely things that have happened that day, and it can shift your focus away from things that have stressed or drained you. It also helps to have a news blackout. Yeah, so don't read the news. I think that's what this positivity thing is about. Focus on sources of positive news. Watch this show. I can face the day with more energy and a sense of possibility, say to yourself. I focus on what I do have. A warm, secure home with a kettle at the ready until the lights go out. A sweet partner and a dog for comfort, or not, or just a dog or the cat. Memories of happy years tucked in my heart, and healthy enough to go for a bike ride or a walk or a stroll or just whatever. And books to fill your mind and soul, and some nice goodies in the refrigerator. What's next? Exercise. Dark evenings make it difficult to get outside, but something as simple as No, I've done that one. That's it. Done that one. Beg your pardon. Create an activity jar. Activities jars that you can do in the winter. So you can write down different activities on them, fold them in a jar, and then put them in different categories, and then just like maybe pull one out when you've got a bit of money to do that activity. So that's something you can do as well. Talk and be open. Talk to someone about your anxiety and how you're feeling. You've got to raise your awareness rather than suffer in silence. Absolutely. Seek out the good news again. Don't suffer the winter blues on top of depression, anxiety. As soon as the days get shorter, the blues can set in. So try to counteract that. Eat healthy foods. Drink a lot of water. Cheers. And cut down on the bad news and try and get out regularly. Let go of what you can't control. Try not to worry about things that you have no control over, and seek help when you need it. If you're feeling down and by yourself, try to keep busy doing something positive and creative. If that doesn't work, put an old comfort blanket on around you, move on, and watch some nice movies or something like that. Anything like that. Music helps as well. Yeah. Or maybe go for a swim if you can, if the swimming baths are still open. Embrace the Danish concept of hygge, whatever that, or it translates as coziness, which means putting on big woolly socks, lighting lots of candles, and putting fairy lights in every available space. It also means filling the house with warmth and fun by spending time with close friends and enjoying comforting food together. It's so important to create a warm and inviting atmosphere in the home, a place to come back to after a cold, blustery day where you can feel relaxed and at peace. Take up a hobby, like Dinny's just taken up knitting and crocheting. I know, a bit like my sister. He's just done his first beanie. Anything like that, it's great. You can do that. Plan a trip if you can afford it. Plan a trip. Look forward to something. Do a DIY project. Do a bit of decorating if you can. And lastly, get a sad lamp. Yeah, that's what I'm using. It's a sad lamp down here. Let me just show you it. Let me come off here a second. Where am I? Let me go back. There I am. I'm going to show you my sad lamp. There it is. Look, it's there. That's my sad lamp. 20 minutes a day is all you need, and it gives you some vitamin D. It's really good for you. I don't know. Yeah, it just just makes you feel really good when we're missing the sun a bit. It's a great thing to have. Cheers, everyone. Let's have a look at some comments down here. Yes, Mama, can you knit a willy warmer for Denny? A very small one. Very tiny. Very tiny. Or you could knit him one, Mariam, for his big ego. Bit like mine. Uni's here. Taylor. Yeah, I'm going to warm your willy in a second, Dinny. Oh, Taylor, please. Come on. No. Oh, everyone's laughing at that. Let me get rid of those comments. Yeah. So what we've got here, let me just go back to some of the comments in I might have. Paula says, affirmations, even if you're feeling poorly, success is taking care of yourself. Paula, I've got affirmations up in my bathroom. And I did affirmations. I read the great book, Louise Hay. Paula, have you read that one? You Can Heal Your Life. Read that years ago. Changed my life, that book did. and it's got lots of affirmations in it. Affirmations are a great thing. They really are. Absolutely. I love affirmations. Uni says, just play some FIFA. If that works for you, Uni, that's good, man. It's whatever works for you. FIFA's good. Yep. Okay. My eldest son, he loves his games. Hey, Jimmy. How you doing? Welcome aboard. I thought you might be in the cookie show, or you might be going in between. And hello to everyone who's watching the playback of this show. Thanks for watching it. And if you like it, give it some thumbs up. Let's get, see if we can attract any more people. Not that we need to. Doesn't really matter. This is for our raccoons family. You need to stick it. In time, yeah. But you're talking about porn. No, Uni, I'm not. No. Uni, have you been playing with the animals this week? Taylor. He likes to go out and feed wild animals and stuff. Tell me something. Come on. Give me some positive news, please. Tell me what you've been up to. Come on. Sean. Hello, Sean. Some good news. Despite everything they're thrown at us, we're all still here. Absolutely, mate. We're still here. All of us are still here. We're still talking, having a bit of a laugh. It's great. Exactly. Well said. Oh, welcome, Paul Green. Worth prepping anyway to combat inflation. Better than money in the bank, Paul Green says. So I suppose there's something that was said there. Chris has said, I didn't buy a big power bank, but I did buy a silent run 2 kilowatt generator. Oh, well done. I think I'm up to date with the comments there, which is good. Oh, and Nin's in. Hi, Nin. I did give the news, Nin, on Jason, but I'll just tell you again. He came right on the end of last night's show. He just popped into the chat, and then he came on the after chat and gave us an update. He's been pretty poorly, but he's on the mend, and he's not coming back yet, but he will come back. And he stayed in the after chat for about 40 minutes last night, and it was great to speak to him. And we know he was well because he called Uni a fat cunt, which was great. Anyway, we hope you're well, Nin. I'm sure you might be joining us in the after chat afterwards as well. Beat whose ass? Oh, didn't he? Yeah, well. Oh, are you talking? I don't know who you're talking about, Uni. Robert, tell your son that I can beat him on any game he's ever played. Oh, okay. I will do. He might even be watching, Uni. I did send him the link. GFK or the TGK. That's it. He's TGK. If he pops up, he's TGK, Uni, and you can tell him. He works for a games company anyway. He does the F1 game. He's the marketing manager for the people who make the F1 game. So did I crack a joke, Jimmy? I don't know. I've got some terrible jokes at the end though, Jimmy. I really have. There's that. So following on from what I just said there, I've got 6 constructive ways to discharge anger. Okay. And I have in the past had some real anger issues. So I found this very useful. I found this very useful. So the first one is share it, talk it through with someone who listens to you and doesn't question you. So you want a good listener, someone that goes, yeah, I see. Okay. Not someone that says, yeah, but have you thought about this? And have you thought about that? You want someone with good listening skills that just allows you to talk it through. I personally have had counselling. And I've trained in counselling as well. And good friends can be like a counsellor. They just listen to you and let you get out that anger or whatever is bothering you. Write it down. Whatever's made you angry, try writing it down in a journal or a diary or a text, but never send it. Never send it. Just write it down. And I know some people that also burn it. The idea of burning it as if you're releasing it to the ether, if you believe in the ether. But always destroy it before you don't send it. And just writing it down can help you just let it go as well. So, yeah. Number 3, go to a private place like Dinny's Woods, which is nice, open, wide space, and then just shout it out. Just shout it out. Say, oh, I'm angry. I don't care who listens to me because it's all you pigeons' fault and all you squirrels. All right. Okay, so yeah, shout it out. Just, find somewhere. You can do it in the car if you want, but make sure the windows are up. And especially if you're at some traffic lights, because otherwise the car next to you might be getting a bit scared, especially if you really get angry. Or what you could do, number 4, is you can get yourself a punch bag, or you can get a nice big pillow and take it out on some pillows. Just take it out, or even go for a fast walk or a run. I'm not into runs. I don't think it's very good for your knees personally, but yeah, just go for a walk. But this can help, really release that anger. Or pick some music which allows you to express your anger. So you might like a bit of Metallica, for example, or you might like a bit of Meatloaf. Like a bird that hell, I'll be gone when the morning comes. When the night is over, like a bird of hell, I'll be gone, gone, gone. Never heard the song before. So yeah, pick some music that allows you to express your anger. Okay. And lastly, this is an interesting one. I didn't think of this one. Draw your anger or paint your anger. No matter how good or bad you feel you are at drawing, actually, again, it's the getting it out of here and putting it out and actually physically seeing it. And that can really, really make a difference to you. It's about releasing that anger. So 6 constructive, positive ways to discharge your anger. Share it, talk it through with someone, write it down in a journal or a diary, shout it out in a private place or a wide open space, take it out on some pillows or a punch bag, or go for a walk or run. Pick some music which allows you to express your anger, or draw it or paint your anger, no matter how good or bad you are at drawing. I'm terrible at drawing. I was always rubbish at drawing. Absolutely rubbish. But I know some, I'm always impressed. We've all got different skills, haven't we? We've all got different skills. Mine's growing hair. Like Dinny and Jimmy. Very good at growing hair. I'm going to go to the chat now and have a look to see what you lovely people are saying. Let's have a look then. Wish Fix is here. Early as usual, Wish Fix. Thanks for... Oh, no, not that one. Wrong one. That one. I'm best at being late. And we love you for it, Wish Fix. Did you catch the show last night? Didn't see you in the show last night. Didn't see you in the show. Nin says some CBD slows the mind. CBD, Nin, is in my salve as well. Yep. Let me get rid of that. Oh, Paul has got an interesting one. She's always got some. She's that earthly Earthly Cornish. Earthly woman. Warrior music. Warrior music. I like that. Not sure what it is, but it's warrior music. What else have we got here written down? Oh, there we go, Chris. I write my Facebook rants on a text before I post it. 9 out of 10 times, I decide not to post it. See? It's really good. Yeah. Yes, you were 37 minutes late, Wishfix. Jimmy says, usually I get angry, something gets a slap, thus anger gets discharged. It could be a tree. It can be a branch, Jimmy. It doesn't have to be a person, does it? You know? But I hope you found those tips, pretty good. And yeah, I thought they were quite good when I saw them. Yeah, I like that. John Smith says, I'm as mad as hell. I'm not going to take it anymore. What's that film? Come on, John. What's that film? Come on, write it down. What is it? This is live. I'm reading the chat. I'm up to date with the chat. I'm getting good at this. See? Oh, come on. Come on. Anyone know what that film was that John just quoted there? No. No. Any comments? Come on now. Thank you, Chris. Network. That's it. I haven't seen that film. All I've seen is the clips. But so I've got to watch it. I've got to watch that film. Yeah. I've got to watch that film. Network. Yep. So there we go. Oh, blimey, it's already 8:45. Our hour is almost up and done. So what else am I going to say? Oh, yeah. I want to share this with you as well. Again, some happy, positive stuff. What your dog's breed says about you. Okay? So we have the Cocker Spaniel. The Cocker Spaniel means you're creative and family orientated. There we go. The Border Terrier. Charming and lively. Oh, I say. The Springer Spaniel. Reserved and punctual, unlike Wishfix. The Staffordshire Bull Terrier, affectionate and trustworthy. The Miniature Schnauzer, organised and stickler for rules. Yes. The Whippet, enjoy new experience and taking risks. Oh, I say. The Golden Retriever. Oh, who doesn't like a Golden Retriever? They're such soppy things. Emotionally stable and happy. Ooh, maybe I'd be a Golden Retriever then. The Pomeranian. I'm going to show you these dogs, by the way, just in case you don't know what they are in a second. Passionate and free-spirited. The Jack Russell. Loyal and faithful. The Labrador. Who doesn't love a Labrador? Friendly. There you go. The Dachshund. Trustworthy. The German Shepherd, Dinny. Helpful to others, unlike Dinny. And, of course, the Mexican Chihuahua. Trustworthy. So let me share that with you guys. This a picture of these doggies. Let me share it. Oh, no, hang on. That's not what I wanted to do. Let me come away. Where is it? Invite, settings. Let me share. It's in there. There it is. Share screen. Share screen. And Chrome tab. And where is it? Oh, it might be in the window here. Hang on, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Share. There we go. Look. There you go, everyone. See? Oh, I've gone a bit too far. Tried to open it a bit too much. There we go. And again. One more time. There we go. Jack Russell. Jack Russell. Hello, Jackie. Hello, Cocker. Hello, Terry. Hello, Spanky. Hello, Bully. Bully, Bully. Mr. Schnozzer. Whip it. Whip it up, man. Whip it. Retrieve her. Pomeranian. Labrador. I'm friendly. Dachshund. I'm trustworthy. German Shepherd. Helpful to others. Chihuahua. 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 I love those tacos. I love those tacos, tacos, tacos. I love those tacos. Yeah, baby. Sorry about that. So, did you like those dogs? They were funny, weren't they? Interesting what they say. Probably a load of crap. But it's the positivity that's coming out. Okay. Anything positive going on? A Doberman. Yeah. I don't know. That's probably you, Chris. Doberman. I don't know what it says about you. Here's some good news. Good news for steak lovers. Eating unprocessed red meat will not raise your risk of a stroke, review finds. For decades, there have been fears that steak and pork increases risk of heart disease due to their high levels of fat. But scientists who analysed nearly 200 existing studies found no evidence that the two are linked. Sorry to our vegan friends out there and our vegetarians. I bought some organic mince this week in the freezer. Lovely. If I can get it and afford it, I do. I try and have that. So, yeah, that's some good news, isn't it? I've also got a cat and I think a dog story. No, a cat and a fox story, I believe it is. Bear with. Here we are. Yep. Stowaway cat reunited with family in Oban after sea crossing. A stowaway cat has been reunited with her owners after travelling 100 miles in the back of a van to Cole. Tia sneaked inside her neighbour's Craig's van as he was loading it to fix a broadband connection at Cole's fire station. Several hours later, after the OpenReach engineer had completed the job, he spotted her in the van. The pet was reunited with owners Elsie and Martin and their children, Stanley and Beatrix, the following day. Lovely names. I'll show you a picture of the cat in a second. Unbeknown to the driver, Tia was in the van for the 3-hour ferry crossing to Arangor in the Inner Hebrides. The 31-year-old noticed hairs all over his tool bag and said he got the fright of his life when he saw two eyes shining out from the back of his van. Mr. Craig said, "At first I thought a coal cat had sneaked in, but then I got a bit closer and looked and recognised her from home. I thought, oh no, I've catnapped my neighbour's pet." I've heard of other curious cats climbing into colleagues' vans on occasion, but I've never heard of one that went to sea on a 100-mile round trip. Mr. Craig got a message to his mum in Oban to let his neighbours know where Tia was. He quickly got supplies of tuna and biscuits before the island's general store closed for the afternoon. Tia slept in the back of the van whilst Mr. Craig pitched up a tent for the night before catching a ferry back to Oban the next day. There you go. What a lovely story, eh? Lovely, lovely. And I'll show you the pussycat. Here we are. Hang on, let me share it with you. Let me go here. share screen. And what am I sharing? I'm going to share. Is it Chrome? Is it Chrome? Window. Oh, there we are. Window. Yeah, that one. There we go. There's Tia. Tia enjoyed a 3-hour ferry crossing to Arangor. Poche! I love ginger and white cats. My partner's got a ginger and white cat. They're great. Meow. So I've got another story for you here. Another good news story. Badly injured fox nursed back to health in Glasgow garden tent. Another animal in a tent. A badly injured fox spent 2 weeks recovering in a garden tent after attaching itself to a Glasgow family. Liz Wink said the fox followed her son home before they noticed a bad wound on its side. The family put food in the back garden and bought which they bought for the fox. Given the name, and they gave the name Florence, an attempt to sleep in. Mrs. Wink said antibiotics were given after contacting the vet, and the fox finally left their garden with the wound healed after a fortnight. She was here day and night, Mrs. Wink told BBC Scotland. My daughter Lucy is good with animals and would pat her. She was so tame. She looks lovely, actually, I must admit. Bloody hell, but she did enough to get some injuries. The fox arrived at home in the old Dumb Chapel area of Glasgow a few weeks ago. My son Andrew came running in and said, "There's a fox following me," Mrs. Wink said. We opened the door and she was just standing there. I had 3 dogs and they were barking, but she was still trying to come in. Her nose was going through the letterbox. We noticed the wound. We put food in the back garden and she made it her home. There was also a chair in the back. We also bought a wee tent with an old quilt to cover it for her. Again, I'll show you the photos in a second. The fox was fed, including cooked chicken. Poor, better love the bloody chicken. Apparently, when foxes are injured, they take a thing called a rescue nap. Think that's what she has done with us, Mrs. Wink said. They nap for however long it takes, and it completely healed. Yeah, I mean, we all know that sleeping is really good for yourself, and it does heal your body a lot. Jason said he's been sleeping a lot, so again, that's healing the body as well. Then she was up and away, and we never saw her again. We still have foxes, but Florence was so friendly. The other ones do run away. Maybe she will come back with babies one day. Isn't that nice? See, a nice, positive, happy story. Let me share again some of those photos with you. Here we go. Share screen. Let me have a look. Window. Where are you, Foxy? Foxy. Foxy. There's Foxy. Foxy in the tent. Looks like it's at Glastonbury, or it's just at the end of Glastonbury there. That's what I look like on day 5 of Glastonbury. And there you are. There it is, chilling on a chair. Florence. What a name. That's a nasty wound, isn't it? So I wonder what attacked it. And there it is again. Being fed. And there it is again. There we go. And let's have a look there. Let's come back to here. Let's come back to here. Just going to share some other stuff with you down here. Where are we? Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. And I've got some dreadful jokes for you. Are you ready? Okay. Have you got any jokes for me? Got any jokes for me? Come on. Any jokes? Let's have a look. Just before I give you my terrible jokes, let's have a look. Oh, I'm just going up. Looking for. Paul Green says, how about a long-haired Akita? I don't know what a Akita is. I don't know. John Smith. There was a man from Peru who found he had nothing to do. So he sat on the stairs and counted his hairs and found he only had 2. Boom, boom. To you. Very good. And Paula says, yes. There we are. I didn't even know she said that. Dennis. There was a young man called Crockett. He went to space in a rocket. The rocket went bang, his balls went clang, and his dick ended up in his pocket. Oh, Tony. Tony. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. Reckon Mrs. Wink's Christian name is Tiggy. Tiggy Winks, yeah. Tiddly Winks, even. Spanish. We lay upon a grassy bank. My hand was all a quiver. I undid her suspender belt and her leg flew in the river. Oh dear. No, Nin, I'm not going to say that. It's negative. I'm just doing the positive stuff. We can save that story for Friday or Tuesday. But thank you for sharing it. Okay, Dinny. Why is Peter Pan always flying? He never lands. Boom, boom. Right, are you ready for my dreadful jokes? Look at that. Look at this timing. Look, 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. Oh, I'll have to put the link in. Hang on in a second. But I'm just going to do my dreadful jokes first of all. Are you ready? Okay. Why are frogs so happy? They eat whatever bugs them. An apple a day really can keep the doctor away, but only if you aim it well. How do you make a lemon drop? Just let it fall. How does a cat make a birthday cake? From scratch. What did the elevator say when it sneezed? I think I'm coming down with something. How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh? 10 tickles. What do you give a sick lemon? Lemonade. There we go. I hope you enjoyed those dreadful jokes. Let me come back to you. Oh dear. What's the difference between light and hard? You can sleep. Hang on, that just moved in. You can sleep with a light on. Cheeky, Chris. Cheeky. What's long and hard and full of semen? A submarine. Oh dear. There was a girl from Taunton who had one big tit and one short one. To make up for that, she had a big hair. Oh man, it moved. To make up for that, she had hair twat and a fart like a 650 Norton. Cheers, John Smith. Just don't mention bananas and boobs. You'll trigger what's his face. says Paula. Ah, chopping some morning wood. That's a good. I love chopping wood. I love chopping wood. You know, again, that's something you can take out your anxiety on and everything, isn't it? So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed another positive happy hour. I'll do them randomly, you know, whenever, you know, wherever, if I feel like it, whatever. Let me put out some links here. Let me invite you if you fancy jumping in the after show. It's copied. Let me put that down here. Let me paste it there. And let me do clicky there. There we go. Come on, sisters. It's the cry from Paula. Yeah, I knew Taylor would be first here. Yeah, Taylor's first in. Yeah, I know you're waiting there, Taylor. Actually, I thought you'd be watching Cookie Show, Taylor, or something. So, anyway, once again, thanks for joining me. Cheers. Thanks for all the people who watch the replay and don't watch live. It's been a good show, a good positive. I hope I've left you with some positive vibes, some happy vibes, and some terrible jokes. And I'll probably catch you all in the chat on Friday, the Friday show with Jimmy. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with Jimmy on Friday. I might just let him do the show. And if you're off now, enjoy Cookie Show because he's on for at least 2 hours. Cheers, Spanish. And if you're coming in, if not, don't. Just ta-ta, folks. Bye for now, and see you soon. Bye.